Hello everyone, CoinHound here. Today I have an interesting and I suspect a somewhat little known item from the US Mint. The 2016 Coin and Chronicles set, Ronald Reagan. Now this set is the part of an ongoing but sporadic series that has been running since 2006. So let's take a look at it. So each of these sets basically commemorates a historical figure in American history and provides basically some background information, a little bit of their story, and some collectible items as well. And so it comes in this nice box here. Information on the materials inside, coin and metal specifications, and the like. Let's open it up. Okay, oops, it's in backwards. Okay, so first off, we have a little booklet here. And when you look through the booklet, it basically tells the story of Ronald Reagan's life, his upbringing, his Hollywood time, acting to advocacy, a little bit about his wife Nancy, his time with the General Electric Theater, time as governor, the 1980 election, presidency, and so on. So basically a nice little historical pamphlet so people can read up on the person. Then you have the package itself, which is basically kind of a folder format. And when you open it up, let me pull back a little bit here. When you open it up, you get this nice little image of Ronald Reagan on the inside. It says this, and this is inserted. It's a little bit of a portrait, I guess, paper portrait. And it does note, this authentic engraving of Ronald Reagan's presidential portrait was produced by the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Bureau of Engraving and Printing. So many of these Coin and Chronicle sets do have an engraving of some sort. And then when you open it up, we have a series of coins and medals. So in the middle, and let me see if I can bring this up a little bit, we have a reverse proof Ronald Reagan $1 coin. And it's not really capturing it the best here due to the reflection. But there you have it. And it notes that this is issued as part of the United States Mint's presidential $1 coin program. The $1 reverse proof coin features his portrait on the obverse with the number and dates of his presidency. The reverse has a dramatic image of the Statue of Liberty. And these reverse proof items are very highly regarded because they were only issued through these Coin and Chronicle sets. So depending on which Coin and Chronicle set you get, they can be quite rare. And I'm going to be going through the numbers on the various sets, and I'll tell you what the other sets are as well once we get done with the show and tell here. The second item here is a bronze medal of Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan. As it says there, the reverse depicts an eagle soaring in front of the flag. And then below that, and this was what attracted me to this set, it also includes an American Silver Eagle proof, as you can see there. Okay. Now this is the 2016 30th anniversary American Silver Eagle proof. You can see that mirror-like finish there. It does have an edge lettering marking it 30th anniversary, so that's a little bit unique. But very nice and beautiful coin. And then we turn to this side, and they've got a much more abbreviated summary oops, going the wrong way here, of Ronald Reagan's life. And so, very nice little set. I was attracted to it because it has this reverse proof dollar, 2016 Reagan, and it also had this 30th anniversary silver eagle in it. And the metal was just a little bit of a bonus. Now, this when I was purchasing this was maybe February, I think, of this year. These were going for about $70 to $75 on eBay. And I wasn't sure if that was a good deal or not. So basically, I had to do a little research. You know, if I were to buy each of these three items individually, what would it run me? And I did figure that to buy them individually on eBay, it would have cost more to buy them individually than it did to buy this set as a whole. And plus, I get the whole nice little packaging and everything in that collectible aspect. So I decided to take the plunge, and I'm glad I did. It's a pretty cool set. And now let's take a look at the series. Let us first start with a bit of news. The United States Mint has recently announced that they will be releasing the 11th set in this Coin and Chronicles series on September 17th. This set will commemorate George Herbert Walker Bush. As you can see on the screen, this is a screenshot from the Mint site. This is labeled as a 2020 set, even though it is not coming out until this coming September. So perhaps that's due to some of those pandemic delays last year. I'm not sure. But you can also see there's no image presented. There's no price presented. No listing of what the contents of this set will be. So we will have to stay tuned. Anyways, as I mentioned, this will be the 11th set. So that means there have been 10 cents previously issued. And earlier in the video, I noted that the issuance has been a bit sporadic and inconsistent. So let's kind of walk through the previous sets, what they contain and what their mintages are. So the very first set was issued in 2005, honoring the legendary Supreme Court Chief Justice John Marshall. As it notes on the screen, 25,000 of these sets were produced. And compared to later sets, it doesn't have a whole lot as part of the packaging here. As you can see on the screen there, they do have one of those engravings that I mentioned. I'm assuming this is of a statue of John Marshall. They have a John Marshall, the John Marshall silver dollar. And then a little booklet, it looks like, with some background on John Marshall. So this was the set that sort of kicked off the series. Then in 2006, we have Benjamin Franklin with 50,000 of these sets issued. And this one has a little bit more to it than the Marshall set. It has a replica of the 1758 Poor Richard's Almanac, which was a publication that was issued by Benjamin Franklin. You have 4 different stamps representing, looks like aspects of Franklin's lives. And you don't get a really good view of it here, but Benjamin Franklin's silver dollar, and then one of these engravings or lithographs of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So that was 2006. Then, with the sporadic nature of things, they didn't issue another set until 2009, and we had the issuance of Abraham Lincoln. 50,000 sets issued. This one has a copy of the Gettysburg Address. It has the Abraham Lincoln silver dollar that was issued that year, and the 4 special commemorative pennies that were issued in 2009 depicting scenes of Abraham Lincoln's life. Now, let me double check here. Those pennies are proof pennies, I believe. You'd have to double check that, but I do believe those are proofs. And the silver dollar is a proof as well. Okay, so That is the Lincoln set that was issued in 2009. Then they didn't issue a set again until 2013, 4 years later. This one for Theodore Roosevelt. In this set, you had a photograph of Theodore Roosevelt that you can see on the screen there. You have a bronze medal, which commemorates a century of, I believe, the National Wildlife Refuge System. He had been a big advocate of the wilderness and preserving the wilderness, and had been involved in some of the initial government steps to protect some of those lands. You have a 1-ounce silver medal here of Theodore Roosevelt, and then you have a proof version of the 2013 Theodore Roosevelt presidential dollar. So that was the Roosevelt set. Now in 2014, they're going to issue a set for Franklin Roosevelt, and this is going to include a fair number of things. Okay, it looks like you have 4 different stamps here. You have the presidential dollar proof, it looks like. You have a bronze medal, and you have a silver medal. And also, it looks like a proof dime. So this one actually has a fair amount of stuff with it as a set, and 20,000 of them were issued. Now, the interesting year is 2015, okay? They issued 4 different sets in 2015. And these are tied to the release of the presidential dollars of that year. And there is a wrinkle that actually makes these the initial 2 sets worth a bit of money, especially the Harry Truman set. They included in the Harry Truman set and the 4 sets of this year a silver medal, a stamp, you can see the silver medal here and the stamp here, and a reverse proof version of the presidential dollar. This is the only place where that reverse proof was issued, which means that there were only 17,000 presidential reverse proof Harry Truman dollars minted. Now, from what I've read, that is one of the lowest, if not the lowest, mintages on a dollar coin in quite some time, if not for during the history of the country. The same story existed with Eisenhower. The reverse proof dollar, a silver medal, and a stamp. Now, apparently there was a lot of controversy with the release of these first couple sets because there was a tremendous demand for these reverse proof silver dollars, and a lot of people weren't able to get them. And the U.S. Mint is going to compensate for that by increasing the number of sets issued for John F. Kennedy, which was 50,000 instead of 17,000. So once again, you have the reverse proof dollar, the silver medal, a stamp. All of these, I believe, have the booklet with the little historical background. But the mintage, or the number of sets issued, is up significantly. So for the ensuing sets, which are all going to include reverse proof presidential dollars, those dollars, and also in turn these sets, are not going to have quite as much value. And I'll talk a little bit about the values at the end. Okay. So also in 2015, you had Lyndon Johnson. They did pull back a little bit on the numbers here to 25,000. Same concept, silver medal, reverse proof dollar, and a stamp. Now, the very last set that had been issued up until the announcement and the upcoming set in September was the 2016 Ronald Reagan set, which I just showed you. 50,000 were issued. The reverse proof dollar, a bronze medal in this case, and a special 30th anniversary silver eagle. So this one has this silver eagle instead of a silver medal, which I thought was a pretty cool addition. But there were 50,000 issued. Now, the value of these varies, okay? You can go back to the, and I'm looking at eBay on these. So, the Benjamin Franklin sets, it looks like they run for about $40 or $45. The Reagan sets, I didn't look at it recently, but when I bought it, they were in the 70s. The Harry Truman set with that very rare reverse-proof dollar, those are going to run you $200 and something. So there is quite a variance. A lot of that value being tied into these reverse-proof presidential dollars and how many of them were minted. And of course, last is the George H.W. Bush set. No details, no price, no list of contents. Will it have a reverse-proof presidential dollar? I would like to think it will. That seems to have been the trend for a number of these now. Will it be a silver medal? Will they put in a Type 2 eagle, Type 1 eagle? I don't know. I kind of doubt that'll happen. But, a stamp. Will there be a stamp? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this discussion. Please hit the like button if you did. Please hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And as always, please hit that notification bell. It'll help ensure that you don't miss any of my upcoming content. And by all means, if you have any thoughts on the video, any thoughts on these sets, do you like them? Do you not like them? Do they intrigue you? Please go ahead and put that in the comments section. Comments help the video as well. All right, thank you very much. This is CoinHound signing out.